Hello, people. My name is Kali Boss. The only boss. Oh, wait, what else? Have you heard? Wait, do you know that Tap Tap Send is live in Texas? Oh, you didn't know? We went to New York. Now we are live in Texas. So people in Texas and around, all you have to do is to download Tap Tap Send. Yes, Tap Tap Send has become the most unique, secure, and fast way of sending money across the world to your loved ones anywhere. Okay, so download Tap Tap Send on Google Play Store or App Store, and when you're in Texas or around, you just have to put in the code TXGH. What did I say? TXGH, and you get $10 for your first transaction you make. Mahama media, Texas, you drew, very soon we'll conquer everywhere. Download Tap Tap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Tap Tap Send, it's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Capstone Global Consult Limited. Jumekuo bia. Omo for registered nurses. Drivers are omo GCC license. NFA securities. Edi omo ko amaya hodro bi so te say Dubai, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, NFA USA. Na mene wo kasa CC Accra. Omo per registered nurses. Edi omo ko USA. Akoye juma ko jisika pudro. Anne. Na enye we po. Capstone Global Consult Limited. Esanso boama. Sa wo peka atofri amanone. Omo beye ho hyehyeye nyina ma. Na wo nsatimi aka. Ka biara ya dawa kuma so wa bra wo mre ho enti omo si bra omo so ye sesi a wo behu omo Otema community 9 omo ni Ashama Timber Market ene di hwe animu anase fra omo en 0599 183083 anase 0302 986573 amanone fo so fra omo +821 021811 Capstone Global Consult Limited. Your success is our business. Abeka Group of Companies and Sammy Flex TV presents September to Remember. Only September to Remember. Dubai tour with Sammy Flex. ATM wakwenya na oni yako Dubai. Na wako shewani su adie. Na fe ya sansu adie ni abo. Na yebeko tour places be to say Desert Safari, Dubai Frame, Atlantics Water Park, Dubai City Tour. Na fe yacht party in Sutietia. Na ya sansu party in the cloud. ATM ayen komani ya mekanchiro. That be ya September to Remember. Dubai tour with Sammy Flex. Na yebasu 24th September. Dikosi 29th September. Anne. Enti for any reservation. Anase nchirichirimu bia. Any efresa huma true for we. 0243 514732. Ana plus 971 559 494061. Proudly sponsored by Sankofa Restaurant, Taste Africa, Ohineba Jemai TV, NFA, Edike Media. September to Remember Dubai tour with Sammy Flex. Ebeye kikim.
Everybody check now. Check it, check it, check it, check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, check it. Check it, check it. Check it, check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Check it, check it, check it, check it. Put sugar level, check it, check it, check it, check it. Check it, check it, check it, check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Anyways, we are back again on your set, and this is Showbiz Daily. Showbiz Daily is live on Sammy Flex TV, and you guys should know that anytime we sit together like this, then we are obviously going to talk about some of the pertinent issues in our showbiz space here in Ghana and beyond it. Sammy Flex, I'm seated, and I'm here with my people already in Team Dodo Solomon, who is a usual suspect, a usual voice, and a face. And you've seen a new gentleman, obviously repping his green and black. Now, seeing the color green should even give you an idea who he is likely to be. He is our Nigerian brother who lives here in Ghana, and for the first time, he's joining us to do the discussion. And as usual, we know most of our audience, they come from Nigeria, and they have some of the people have been calling for a mixture of our panel members with some Nigerians. And the last time, Austin Omon Destiny came here, and they loved Austin's contribution. So today, one of their own is also joining us today. Then maybe subsequently, he will also be joining us for us to do more. So let's get to know him more even before we start talking. Big man, welcome, welcome.
Thank you, Brother Sammy.
What's the name?
Okay, so my name is Samuel.
Samuel.
Yes, boss.
Which state in Nigeria do you come from?
Okay, I come from Osun State, but I stay in Lagos.
Oh, you come from where? What's that?
Osun State.
Osun State. But I
yeah.
stay in Lagos.
But I stay in Lagos.
And how long have you been in Ghana?
Wow. I've been in Ghana for a long time. I did my secondary school here.
Oh, wow.
Which is a bachelor in Spintex.
Bachelor in Spintex.
Yeah.
You did your secondary school here in Ghana?
I did my secondary school here in Ghana. I did my SHS2. I came here to do my SHS2 I finished my secondary school in Ghana.
Okay.
And from there I went to IPMC.
Oh, okay.
At Seku.
Okay.
So I've been here
to read IT.
IT, yeah. So I've been here for ages.
And you don't go back to Nigeria or something?
I do go. I think I went last year. I went last year. I did a course online about sound.
Okay.
So I went
about sound.
Yeah. So I went home last year to do the physical practical. So I was home last year. Yeah.
I see. So what do you do? Are you into full-time showbiz or you are into full-time IT? Where do you really operate?
Okay, so the passion is there, which is music. I play drums.
Oh, in the church?
Anywhere I see drums. I don't box myself.
Anywhere you see drums.
Anywhere I see drums, I play.
I love that.
I play drums and I do a little bit of IT. But music is the passion. That's why I enrolled on the sound last year.
Okay.
But I play drums and I have my work on my social media platform and
okay.
Yeah, so for now, let me say drum because that's what I love to do.
That's what you love to do.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so when you said you have your videos on social media, which is the name on social media?
The name on social media is Real Titobi.
Real Titobi.
Titobi is Toby.
Okay, Real Titobi.
Yes.
All right, so we're sure going to check this out and see what our brother. So, are you part of a band, a team of some players, or you are in Ghana? What we call Shabo?
Okay. I'm just on my own. Like the artist will see, I don't have a record label. I'm on my own. But my mom, she sings, so sometimes I play for her. Okay. I play for other.
She's also here in Ghana.
She's also here in Ghana. I play for other artists that need my service. I'm in a group, but she gives me the freedom to also play for other people.
Other people as well.
Yeah, other people as well.
I see. How expensive are you?
I'm not expensive. I'm not expensive because of we need money. So
yeah.
I'm not expensive at all.
So you come down to deal with.
I'm not expensive.
You come down to deal with whoever wants to deal with you. Wow. So on this show, we call you Sam.
Sam, yes, boss.
Okay, so this is how we will be calling our brother Sam, and like I've told you, he'll be joining us from time to time for us to do this. At least he also has other backgrounds that he would use to enrich our discussion here on the show. So ladies and gentlemen, once again, thanks for joining us. If you have not subscribed to us, please do, and share the video, like our video. Let's do some more. Behind the scenes, Digital Rasta is also called Currency, who is handling our camera, and Richie Flex is the editor director of the show. Now, we have some interesting lineup for today. And first one that I would want us to look at will be the final announcement from the organizers of 3Music Awards that this year they would have to postpone the event because of one, sponsorship. They are saying that money was a problem. Financial support was a problem. In fact, after reading all the brofo and the grammar they wrote in there, that's what they meant. Money is a problem. And someone is asking me that, hey, Brasami, so what is happening to our art industry here in Ghana? With all the finesse that 3Music Awards come with, they could not get sponsorship for their event. Well, I'm not too sure what is happening. Let's read their press release, which was put out today. And when I come back, I asked the views of my panel members to ask what they also think about it. Richie, good. Which is July 26th, like I said, today. It says, 3 Media Networks announces the postponement of 3Music Awards 2023 to ensure unparalleled excellence in 2024. Brofuna.
Even the title. Why?
Brofuna. It says here in Accra, Ghana, 3 Media Networks, owners of renowned music and entertainment TV network, 3Music TV, and organizers of the prestigious 3Music Awards, regretfully announces the postponement of this year's event. Now, this decision comes in response to the need for securing adequate financial support and sponsorship, thereby upholding the unmatched standard of excellence that has defined the 3Music Awards over the years. The 3Music Awards has garnered immense recognition as a premier celebration of musical talent, captivating audiences and enthusiasts alike. As a testament to our unwavering commitment to excellence, we believe that rescheduling the event to 2024 will ensure that the 3Music Awards remains an unrivaled experience within the industry. Now, a quotation coming from them. It says, while we acknowledge the disappointment this may bring, we want to assure all our stakeholders, industry partners, sponsors, artists, and fans that we are actively working behind the scenes to secure the necessary support. We remain dedicated to delivering an unforgettable 3Music Awards 2024, as stated by CEO of 3 Media Networks, Rashida Yasmin Abdullahi. Now, we value the trust and confidence placed in the 3Music Awards, and as such, we are resolute in our pursuit of maintaining the highest standards of production, setting the stage for a triumphant return next year. Throughout this period, we will keep all stakeholders updated on our progress and share any developments as they unfold. 3 Media Networks team extends heartfelt gratitude for the understanding, patience, and continued support shown during this time. Together, we will overcome this temporary setback and emerge stronger, delivering an extraordinary 3Music Awards experience that celebrates the very best of our industry. And Rich, is that all? Okay, so I'm sure that is all. And those who are supposed to do further discussions, their contacts, that is Olele Salvador as well as Vida Duchumwa. Their contacts have been provided down there. So Emmanuel Sapon is Olele Salvador and Vida Duchumwa Boatin. Their contacts have been given for any further deliberations anybody would want to do on this. Now I'm here having mixed feelings. Mixed feelings because one, I'm a board member of the scheme, and it is a pride for such an event to be happening. And now that it is not happening, I'm here not knowing what exactly to feel or how to feel, knowing the kind of finesse the event has come with, and the fact that it is one of the awards that many people were looking up to. Now it is off the radar for this year. What does it mean to us? And okay, I'll talk about VJB later. Chamo, how do you see this? Disappointing?
Yeah, I think it's disappointing, but I mean, some of us, we saw it coming. I remember the time that we heard the announcement that they are going to do it. Some of us said, no, it won't come on. Based on some information that we already had, I mean, it was like they are going to postpone it anyway, and then it happened. And you see, I don't see the need for this long press thing.
It's too long.
It's too long and irrelevant information in there. We don't need them. The information in there is like you are just marketing yourself or praising yourself for what you have done already, and we know that already. In fact, you don't have to say it. We have seen it. I mean, the event happened in Ghana here. Some of us were there physically. Some of us also watch it on television. We know what you can do. So coming with excellence, like there's too much grammar in there, and you don't need it. Even the subject of the whole press release is another thing that if you don't take it, you have to pick a dictionary to get the meaning of what they are trying to
what they
say.
are talking about,
and the content
and the simple message is that you guys can deliver
into the event. That's all. You didn't even give reasons.
Oh, the reason is in the Chamo.
The reason.
Yes.
So,
They are saying financial.
Well, but before saying that, they were talking about sponsors and other stuff. Well, anyway, and I think this is too much information. We don't need it, and it's sad that they can't do it this time around because they were really giving a very good competition to VGM.
Yeah.
Yes, like we all saw it, and we were comparing like these people. They are doing a good job. VGM can take something out of this, and then the moment that we can't forget is about what the how they introduced Black Sheriff, about his song and the way it blew after that. So they have done something good that I think it will be good for the industry if they can continue doing it. But their financial issues, well, we can't say much. It's either they couldn't convince the sponsors to do it this time around, or they have wasted the first money and nobody is ready to come again. That's
they've done it for at least
for some time.
Yeah.
Yes, and if this time around you are not getting sponsors, it's two things. Either you couldn't convince the sponsors to come on board, or those who may be willing will say that no, you've been wasting my money, so I won't come again.
I want to continue.
So I think they have to also work things out in their backyard, try to put things together in a better way for them to attract people to come on board, and then I trust that they will give us something better or something good because they have done it before.
Okay.
But it is disappointing that it is not coming on this year. Yeah.
But are you surprised that an event of this caliber, with all the beautiful things that they've done over the years, they are not able to attract sponsorship?
Yes, and well, it's a bit surprising because they did something that everybody was talking about.
Yeah, in fact, all the years that they've, even during the COVID era, that they did the virtual edition.
Yes, even that one, yes, it was cool. Like people were talking about it, but now the issue is either they wasted the money of the sponsors who came earlier. They couldn't account for things. I mean, they couldn't give them value for money. We saw something good, but was the sponsor guy, the institution who sponsored the whole thing, were they satisfied? That these are some of the questions that we have to ask. Well, maybe they were, but this time around, those companies, their finances are not going well, or they have changed their mind. That's one side of it. And the other side is that they couldn't convince other people to come on board. And that one is a job as well, convincing people to give you money to do some of this thing. It's not a joke. So that's why I'm saying that it's two things. Either they were not, they couldn't convince people to come on board, or the sponsors were not satisfied with the result that they give them.
Okay.
That's
you mean this in the subsequent, the first edition?
Editions, yes.
Okay.
Yes. So that's the two things that I can think of, and it's more about convincing people to come on board with the promise that they will get value for money.
Okay.
And if you can't do that, it will be difficult for you to get people to sponsor such a program, because it will not be a small money to do something like that. It's a huge money.
Oh yes, it's a huge.
Yeah,
so
if you can't promise your sponsor a very juicy
package returns,
yes, it will be difficult to get people to come on board.
Well, really not a very good story for me, especially. I remember on our page, someone said, Sammy Flex, this is content for you. And I told the person, no, this is not content for me, because I was also enjoying some pride as a board member. Anytime we finish doing the awards, I feel good that, oh, Charlie, this is something I'm proud of. And I also much enjoying it. So if it is not coming off, if it is not happening, it means something evil to me, not fun, not full of fun like that. And it's very, very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. But I'll move on to Sam. I'll be listening to Sam next on his contribution on this as well. Then after, Nana Reagan has also joined us on the show, so we can continue from there like that. 3Music Awards finally, they have announced the postponement of the event. Someone was even asking, why has it taken them this long time? They should have seen that, no, the event won't happen no matter what. Why has it taken them this long time? Because this was supposed to happen in March. And if it did not happen in March, they came back, made some announcement that it was going to happen in July, and July 2 is over, and now it is in July that they are giving us this announcement. Sam, you can take over. Nana Regan has also joined us for information.
Okay, thank you, boss. Before I start, I want to say thank you for having me here. This is to pass the message across to my Nigerian people that think
talk to them.
Sammy is for another agenda. if truly it was for the wrong agenda, I won't be here. So.
No. Don't mind them. Talk to them.
Okay,
right?
so it's
Sam, give them the message again.
it is all love. I understand my people. The way we reason is wonderful, but it is all love.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Now to the topic, I've been in Ghana for a very long time, and I must say that this is one of the awards I love to watch because of the quality it comes with.
Yeah.
And seeing this, I'm asking myself, like, what is in the contract they have with those sponsoring this? And another thing that came to my mind is, what are the long-term goals they have? Because if they've set time, they've set goals, like this shouldn't be happening, they should know that, okay, maybe 2024 we'll be having these issues. The next 5 years, this is what we are working with. And it's so worrisome, let me put it that way, because this is an award that, when you look at the quality and what they bring out, this is an award that can compete with any awards. I'm talking about the
international award schemes.
Yes, because what it comes with is so I do watch other Africans. I watch the awards. I think the last before is it Mama Awards?
Yes.
Yeah, Mama Awards. Like this is an award that can compete with that award. So seeing this is kind of, I don't know. I'm not happy with it because I feel like there must be something must be wrong with the contract. Because
so I like how you are thinking, but it looks like they did not even do it that way. So he is thinking that maybe they signed some long term. No, it is only VGMA. It is only VGMA that has a long term partnership agreement with Vodafone. In fact, with 3Music, I was almost they did not get one sponsor who came on board to stand a test of time. So every year they have to look for.
But if that is the case, they should be ahead of time. Like why do I say that? Because if you know that this year it is maybe, for example, MTN that is going to sponsor. Who are you eyeing next to be your sponsor? This is when you are working ahead of time, because this is an award people are expecting to see every year. It is not what they do is not mediocrity. It is serious business, and I don't want to believe that the sponsors are not getting the value for their money, in a way, because
that is also a big question.
Because it is an award that is dragging a lot of attention, and people talk about it. Like there's a lot of conversation around it after the show. So I don't want to believe they are not getting their money or they're not getting their whatever back. There's something wrong that they are not saying. I want to believe, because if such an award has gone for over how many years now?
They've done 4 years.
4 years. So it means like those that have been putting this money down, they know what they are seeing. Why now? I think they need to. Maybe it's not. They don't have to come out and tell us, but there's something they need to address behind the scene. I don't want to believe that the sponsors are not getting the value for their money. I want to believe they are getting it, because if they are not getting it, they should have stopped like maybe the second year or the first year. But they've done it for like 4 years now. So I don't want to believe they're not getting value for their money. They are getting value for their money. And if I'm to fault anything, I think it is the vision aspect I'm going to fault, because if they know what they want or where they're heading to, they should be able to plan ahead. I'll still use that word, plan ahead. And the reason why I'm saying this is because, being a Nigerian, I also follow what is happening in my industry. Okay. And I stumbled on Hip TV Eddie's Awards of recent, and they're already saying where and how they're going to host their next award, which country they're going to host the next award. Yeah. So this is an award that is so prestigious, like the way this 3Music Awards is. So what I'll just say finally is, from now on, there should be like a long-term plan, a long-term budget, and now they should now put it upon themselves to go out and bring in a permanent sponsorship, not changing every year. They should, even if they'll go to MTN or they should go to someone that they can convince that they can run with their plan and their dreams and their vision. So that is what I have to say for
I
Three Sides
think
Music.
I think it is one of the secrets that maybe it's eluded them, that in doing it, let's get someone we can sign on an agreement for some years, because every year, if you say you're going to look for sponsor for every year, you're going to struggle.
Yeah,
But we can't also say that they've not looked for it.
Yes. So getting somebody to commit for a longer time is another challenge.
Well, Nana, take over. Let's see what you also coming with.
It's sad. When I saw the press release, I was just saying, right from January, I mean, I think preparation should have started way back last year for this year's edition. So if you were having sponsorship challenges or financial challenges, then you shouldn't have even announced that this year's edition will even happen in the first place, because
they knew it.
Yeah, you knew you were facing a whole lot of challenges. So you shouldn't have announced it. I don't know if the announcements came out of pressure from the general public that 3Music Awards is not happening. Why is it not happening? Because at the point I saw those pressure online. I am very sure there are social media pages and other things where people flooded their pages with comments and messages to find out why it is not happening, and maybe they just came out to do something just to impress their followers or the audience or our industry. And to me, I think it was a very, very big mistake. They should have been very sure they can do something before even putting in the public that they are going to organize this year's edition. Like, some of these things won't be happening. We wouldn't have gotten here. Or if you can't do this year's edition right from January, you should be able
make it clear.
Make it clear that,
because you knew before the year started, you knew you had no sponsors.
You don't have it, and the standards of 3Music Awards. It to organize an award like that doesn't come cheap at all. So if you really want to do it, January, February, March, I think they made the announcement. Which month? It wasn't March also.
No, the event happens in March. So it means January, they break announcements. We start board sitting in January and all that.
No, but we saw that it wasn't happening. Like, they didn't make announcement.
They made an announcement that they would do it in
July.
Yes.
In July.
Yeah.
I think it was March that they made that.
They made the announcement. Yes, that is where I'm saying. Then they shouldn't have made it,
we
because
predicted I won't come. I remember even on this show.
So, like, it was supposed to happen in March. It didn't happen. And then you make an announcement that it will happen in July. On what grounds did you make that announcement? If you don't have a sponsorship, like, did somebody promise you and later the person didn't fulfill such promises? Or I don't get it. The scheme is very, very big. 4 years, it's not a joke. So any communications coming from them should be like, we shouldn't be seeing some of these things like the back and forth with organizing the awards and all of that. I understand getting sponsorship yearly is very, very challenging, and in our space, like, even the small corporate body, we don't have enough. There are very few. So like, when you enter into January, some of them, they've exhausted their budget already.
Okay.
So if you have an event that you organize it in the middle or right in the beginning of the year, and then you wait till January before you look for sponsorship, you won't get it. So the preparation should have been right after the last edition, and then we will know, okay, you are making progress to organize the next one. If you have any challenges, immediately you announce that you can't meet the demands for the organization. So maybe you will do it in 2024, and nobody will hold your necks for some of these things. We understand the challenges in our space.
Because you're also in the space, let me ask that. Does this also mean that our industry, we don't appreciate quality? Because looking at all these beautiful things these guys are doing, if they will look for sponsorship for a whole year and they can't get it, does it mean our industry is that low on people looking for quality?
No, I won't say people or our industry doesn't appreciate quality. We do 100%. We do. But the thing is, sometimes sponsoring such events, you also want to look at the outcome of the event. Like when you put the money in, how much did you put in? Were you able to meet your expectations? Were you able to
get your return on investment?
Yes, you understand, like value for money. That is what the business people be looking at. It is not just the standards,
the finesse.
Because if the standard and it's
Some
not
of the
bringing
aesthetics
and it's not bringing
the aesthetics,
any
yeah.
returns, then nobody would want to put their money in. Honestly speaking, with 3Music Awards, there has been a lot of conversations behind scenes about finances, how people they are doing with their finances and all of that. And I would urge that or suggest that they work on some of these things. The way they go in to do business, your business should be bringing you returns so that you can sustain the awards. I don't know how the awards itself is making revenue to get some financial powers, but you can't also depend solely on the corporate bodies. Because at some point in time they are going to disappoint you like they are doing now.
Because like Sam was talking about Headies, the organizers, they have money.
So the powers are not in
they
the
were
hands
running some of the biggest magazines in Nigeria.
Exactly.
They have money.
Exactly. So the powers are not in the hands of the sponsors alone. So if 3Music is going to rely on sponsors alone, then you are going to face some of these things, some of these disappointments and all of that. So make sure the awards itself has some financial muscles behind it. Then you will know, since like he said, we should have gone for a long-term sponsorship contract or something like that, and you are not getting it. So if you are not getting it, what is the next thing for you to do? You look for your own financial powers to make sure the thing will happen every year. So with or without the sponsors, you can do something. But if you rely solely on sponsors, then there's some of this disappointment there.
Let me ask this one, and anybody at all can attempt this. Should they also reduce their expenditure in terms of organization? No, hold it. You see, let's look at Vodafone Ghana Music Awards. Let's look at the number of years. That is about 24 years of doing the event. Anytime it happens, we see the moderacy at which they do the event. Even they that have a long-term sponsorship with a big organization, we see the moderacy at which they do their things. 3Music Awards just came, a baby, just 4 years. And we saw the kind of standard they wanted to put up, knowing that they did not have the financial muscle. That's why I'm asking that. Can they reduce the moderacy to run? Because sometimes it's not about how you do it, but also the longevity. I'm sure in this studio, if we say you want to do this, we can. But after doing it, the next day when our prepaid get finished, we won't be able to go and buy power. We won't be able to pay workers to work comfortably. We can't. We say one day we have to be free. Oh, we can't. But we are not okay. So that's what I'm asking.
No, I think it is too late to do that. It is too late.
Master, what is this too late?
It's too late. It's too late because see, in our space, people don't only judge you by what you've been able to do consistently. The standards and quality also comes into the conversation. And 3Music, one of the main things that have given them whatever credibility they have now, it is not just about awarding people. It's about the standards they brought into the space.
Banana, if the standard is good and you cannot go for a long haul,
so
is RTP still not running?
So no, but RTP did not start like 3Music Awards.
That's what I'm saying.
So once you have started it, it's like you putting on some standard, and then you go. The moment you lower the bar of your own standard, it means you are not growing, and that will also affect you.
So that's the fact. They are not.
So the thing is that I think that they should rather find ways and means to work to meet whatever standards or image or brand they've been able to build over the last 4 years. That is what they should focus on. That they they brought the challenge themselves. Whatever challenge they have now, they brought it themselves. They knew they can never tell me that, you know, trying to beat the standards of, let's say, VGMA, which is the biggest scheme and has gone for over 20 years, trying to beat it, we are not going to face some of these things. They know.
That's what I'm saying. That
so they on paper they should find ways and means to work to get whatever thing that will make them continue whatever brand or position they've positioned themselves. You understand? For them to come down there, the moment they will lower the standards and like on person might be so. Ebi amwe no the Akosomo people have been. You should cancel the Akosomo.
I didn't go to the Akosomo.
So maybe the Akosomo can be cancelled. But when it comes
but it's all part of it. That's what he's talking about.
So maybe the Akosomo there is nothing. But the event putting out.
That's the thing.
So, like, I mean, for me, there are things that they should find ways and means to work to meet whatever standard or challenge.
Sam, let me also pick your thought on whether they can reduce the standard to run, because Charlie, sometimes running is what is important though. It's not doing you see, I did die a chain. I did is that it? Yes, I did die a chain. I did the prep.
Brasami.
Going for the long haul.
It is too late to calm down. It is too late because it is too late. Let me just put this straight.
But you want to do sunshine, but you don't have one to do sunshine.
That is it's their own fault. They should have probably started on a small note and build on it.
That is what I'm saying.
But now they've given us a taste of what it feels like.
Nobody will kill them if they bring it down.
No, we will.
Brasami, I want to believe that if they want to produce an award show and any award show, they can do it. But yes, they choose not to do it because they understand the vision and the plan they have. So that the fact that they didn't host it this year doesn't take anything away from them so much. When they come back and make a statement, you probably forget what has happened this year. You'll be talking about what they did the next time they came.
Are we sure that they can come back next year?
They should. They will come back. I want to believe. I want to believe they will come back.
If you don't take it, the same thing will happen again. Because the standard that they have set for themselves,
the input is too much.
Too much.
You see,
there are certain things that I think they can cut, but it's up to them.
You know, when Brasami was talking, what came to my mind is follow Uno Road. I think they should rather go to VGMA and talk to them how they are doing it.
So VGMA is not doing what they are doing. This one they know. It's not as if they don't know. Me, I'm a board member. They know how VGMA is doing it. Yes. But of course, they wanted to come. But me, that's why I'm saying that. After first year, second year, 3 years, everybody knew that, hey, the guys have come. Don't die and run.
I think for Brasami, it's too late. It is too late. See, the thing is, for example, now,
bro,
where we are.
Sit here. You don't go love ride Range Rover.
Why not?
There is no means to get a Range Rover now.
Brasami, this is what I want to say. For example, now, people watching Sammy Flex now, for some people, they'll say, oh, like, the budget is too high. Maybe it should calm down or something. The same thing you are telling these people now, they should come. They started the way they want to start. Now, you Sammy Flex now say tomorrow, let me switch off one of these lights and they'll not see my face. They'll be like, but Sammy Flex that we know gives us this quality. You know, the next Sammy Flex they're not seeing my face so well. And Sammy Flex now say that because you want to cut out, you will lose your fans. You have to keep giving them what they've tasted. It's not.
now the show is.
You have to keep giving them what they've. See, this is a lesson to every brand that wants to start. To every brand that is coming to start.
Live within your means.
Yes. Start as low as possible. When you've gathered momentum, you build on it. But now that they've given us this taste, there's no way they can come down.
Well, Chamo,
well, I think it's simple. The thing is that you cut your coat according to your clothes, not your size. Because your clothes may be small and you may be a giant.
Yes.
That you have.
And if you don't have that material size,
yes, you just have to cut it according to your clothes, not your size. So that's what is happening to them. I think they caught something that they didn't have. I mean, they struggled to do it, but we didn't know what was going on behind the scenes. So we were just enjoying the final product, which was nice. I mean, we were all praising them. I think they should rethink. I mean, they should think about it, and there are certain things that I think they can cut, and it will not affect the show like that.
Okay.
Yes, and they should consider those things and get some form of ease and make
Around
the thing
them.
happen. Yes.
Well, let's move on to other businesses. This is still Showbiz Daily. We have our Nigerian brother Sam, who is in your shot. Nana Reagan is here, and in Team Dodo Solomon, aka Chemo. These are usual faces, and our new brother here. Now, let's move on to a video we have seen, and we are going to talk about the way men of God, Chemo's people, spiritual people, are now using showbiz means to propagate their gospel. Let me put it that way first. Now, I'm coming to look at this in two different ways. I have a video of a pastor who has spoken almost everything positive about Black Sheriff. And I'm sure people who would watch the video will go like, yeah, this is how we want Christians to speak. I'm sure some people will speak like that. On the other hand, if someone also uses Black Sheriff and he says, I've seen Black Sheriff and he's going to die next year, I've seen Black Sheriff and he's going to do this thing next year, the person is also speaking using the spiritual way to communicate. Now, I'm here asking myself, so which one is good? Which one should we encourage and which one should we discourage? Because this video we are about to watch, everybody watching it say, oh, this is positive. This is how we want the men of God to speak. In this case, his spiritual belief and what he knows is what has given him the power to speak like this. How about the other one who has another spiritual belief? Who also thinks that, okay, me, I see differently. What you see, that is not what I see. And what he's also seeing might be negative. Such a person, how do we handle them or how do we deal with them? Well, let's go watch the video. When I come back, I get the views of my people on this.
Black Sheriff. He's not been in music for a very long time.
He's not been in music for a very long time. He's just 21 years old. There's a guy in Ghana here called Black Sheriff. He's not been in music for a very long time. He's just 21 years old, and I feel that he is the youngest who had ever won the Artist of the Year award in Ghana. And I asked myself, what happened? There is an engineering ability. The guy prepared. In the midst of preparation, he was wounded. He made wrong choices. But when he came back, he just sang a song. He said, Kweku the Traveler. He said, Kweku the Assembly, but that was number one. Kweku the Assembly, but that means Kweku is about to cause a havoc in the world. Now, sometimes, listen to me, your word can create your world. Kweku the Assembly. And then the next song is Kweku, I'm about to travel. The Traveler. I believe there is no nation visa he cannot have in his passport, because he said Kweku or the Assembly near Tosumienu Kweku obey or 24. He will be a traveler. And then when he started singing it, the next song he brought as an album, he said there is an oil on my head. I want you to understand that there are things that naturally, when you begin to sing it and speak it, it begin to follow you without struggle. Yes.
All right, so like I said, this man of God obviously speaking all the positives around Black Sheriff, and like I'm saying, many well-meaning Christians will think this is okay. So I'm just here thinking about the other pastor who would also see Kweku the Traveler as being negative. The other pastor who also see Kweku the Assembly as being negative. How do we judge these people? Because it is faith. And faith and belief, it is one person's knowing or not one person's knowledge. What my faith and what I see and what I believe, I'm sure might be different from you. How do we put these people together to do a competition? Chabo, you are now working with them. You are now a spiritual worker.
Yeah. I'm
yeah. How do you balance these people?
Yeah, I'm considering being an assistant.
Yes. Now I know. I know you'll be an assistant. Very soon, buy houses and cars.
Yeah, for sure. I think the job, spiritual work, is really, really lucrative. So if you have the potential, I mean, consider it. Anyway, I think this is good for, but it's his style. That's where the issue is. I mean, he has decided to teach his congregation in this way, and he's much aware that a lot of them have heard the song or they've been listening to them, so there's no need to make it look like they only listen to gospel songs, as we call them. And so if they are aware of it, why not? Why can't the pastor use some form of illustrations or example from the whole music thing, and then teach his people? I think it's good, but the issue is, as you said, somebody will also look at this and see only the negative side of the song, because somewhere in the song you hear and that's where the person will also take. So and that's what is wrong, or why sometimes going with faith or belief is not straightforward like that. I mean, it's based on how you think and how you believe certain things. So your leader will tell you or navigate the way that you have to, the path that you have to take to go to heaven. So I will not be surprised if another pastor will come and also see the negative side of it. By all means, it will happen. But I would rather go with a pastor like this than to go with the one who will come with the negative. And my reason is that when you are going for the positives like he is doing, it's so obvious. I mean, we can all see it. But when you are going with the negative, the thing is that it's difficult to see your motive, whether you are just saying things that
for
you
your
believe
own
or you have seen, or just for your own interest. Because some people use the negative side just to scare the people to come and see them, so that they can also manipulate and take things from them. That's what makes it lucrative. And going negative sells better than going positive, like the way the pastor is going. If you do positive like this, even most of the church members, before you realize, they will not be coming to church.
True.
But if you make it negative, and then you are the only person who have the solution, a lot of them will come, and you can even be lucky. Black Sheriff himself will come, because he may need spiritual guidance to avoid the spiritual fight that he has to fight alone. So for the positive, I agree. I think that's how it should go. But the negative, I will still prompt Dampare, since he is not out of the office. He should still watch out for them, because if we leave them to do that, sometimes they put fear into people just like that, just to manipulate them and take money from them. So if they want to do the positive, we should also back it. But the negative, no. If they see anything negative, they should keep it to themselves. We don't want to hear those things. But we are in a country that we have freedom of speech, and freedom of association, and freedom of beliefs. So we should also allow people to express themselves, and whatever they see, I think it should be within their right to say whatever they want to say. Just that those who believe it should also be strong enough, so that when they say it in a negative way, you don't just go with it, or it shouldn't shake you for you to lose what you have to do. That's what I would say.
Well, Nana, still men of God and their assertion on showbiz, sometimes negative, sometimes positive, and we in it, or their followers, how should we even handle them?
There's no problem if any pastor wants to share a negative news or message to anybody. It is how you do it is the problem. I feel that, yes, as a believer, sometimes a pastor can have visions about you, can even have dreams about you, that something bad can happen to you. It's very, very possible. but the way the pastor shares that message is how I will encourage these faith leaders.
There's a guy in Ghana.
Work on it or check how they go about some of these things, especially in our present day where social media and everything, like people are so much interested in that. You see what this video, I can tell you this video is not as viral as a certain negative pastor sharing death prophecy over a certain.
Of course, this video won't be viral.
Exactly. So what it means is that the consumers of the message are also part of the problem. Because this is a very positive message. No one cares about it. This same pastor, let him give a death prophecy about Black Sheriff. This pastor will be everywhere. We will not be the only platform discussing.
So that's one of my confusions. So here, this is what he has seen, and that's what he's sharing. So the other guy who also sees the other one. How do we contend with it?
So that is why I'm saying that. You see, when the messages comes, the little knowledge I have in some of these things is that normally, if God reveals some things to you, He directs you on how to do it. But as human as we are, sometimes you even having the ability to see some of these things, if you don't take care, you'll be big-headed and you'll be doing the delivery of the whatever message or visions you are getting within your own physical being for people, for glory from people, from the public. So you won't even depend on the directions God is giving you. You understand? So maybe, for instance, maybe you have a vision about currency. You can be directed that go to currency, because when you read some stories, similar stories in the Bible, you could clearly see that they were directed or instructed to go to a certain king, go to this place, go and tell this person this, go invite this person and tell him this. So that instructions comes as part of whatever vision or dreams you are having. But here, it is only 31st that they have all those visions. From January to December, nobody has visions.
Things have changed.
I understand, yeah, things have changed, but we are serving the same God. God has not changed. So if you're a faith believer and you are claiming that it is the same God of yesterday that is working with you today, then, I mean, it shouldn't be like 31st on Kwanasanya, or to go and give to people. No, it is, that is even the first sign for everybody to be vigilant and say, no, this thing, it has its own physical purpose. For somebody to say, I am a man of God, the only time I give prophecies, numerous prophecies, is on 31st night. From January to December, God is sleeping. God only wakes up on 31st December and then say, little apostle Chemo, today take 100 prophecies. Go and give to the people.
On the same day.
No, Chemo, I beg to differ. It doesn't work like that.
The delivery and then the timing will depend on the pastor. But he has the prophecies. If you believe in it, believe in it. By the delivery, I doubt God will tell them how to deliver it.
Oh, my point is that they were directed.
Yes, because of the period that they were in. The mode of communication, then there were no television to go and talk about it. And I believe if it were today, the same scenario, those pastors then will still stand on television and talk about it. Because they know that through that platform, it will get to the king or whoever.
I won't dispute that. But there are certain occasions where even there are market days and where other things where people were preaching in big auditoriums and other things. They could have so shared some message, but they were instructed directly, go to Sammy Flex, go to David, go and tell him that I said A, B, C, D. And then they will give him what to do. But here, the 31st night, it is not like they say go, they say who says something. Nyame say, me koka just have a flex. Who I've seen that. Forgive me for the local language. Like I've seen that there's an artist going to face this. No, some of the same Bible that we are believing, it tells us to be vigilant. It says by their own words. We shall know them. So sometimes you to do the calculations small. Do the calculation. It may be making sense to you. That is what Chemo's friend Avram has been echoing that it is not just about the scriptures in the Bible. Like Chemo is saying, arguing now. He said those times there were no TV stations. So the way they did their things was different from now. So now, today, if you don't apply common sense and you still want to do the things like they did in the past, because after no much ponko and then go for men's. So apply common sense to as part of whatever spiritual life you are living. And you will hear from this exactly person. And then we will know, say no, this person is what this person is saying here. You definitely, and sometimes if you even listen to yourself, like if the message is not really positive, it won't hit you. I'm telling you, if you are a spiritual person, it will never hit you. But sometimes if you are really, really into the thing and you are very spiritual about some of these things, you can enter into somebody's church and just the atmosphere and how the person speaks, it will hit you so hard. Say, if you are not like a believer, you begin to, you see, the instantly some changes will start coming to you. The thing is that the way this pastor is putting the message, let us not forget that the import of his message is not even on Black Sheriff. It's on the message of the song. He's looking at what the positive message, what Black Sheriff's positive message have been able to done for him as a person. So indirectly, he's trying to tell you, the faith believer, that there are certain messages you can even say to yourself that it can turn your life around. That is the whole message he's trying to communicate to the congregation. It's the same. So that's why sometimes I say, when you are listening to people and you say this one is from the worldly, this one is from church, this one is this, so we don't have to listen to some. I always argue that, see, some of these secular artists, they have certain messages in their song. If you're a believer, it depends on how you use the message.
Okay. Sam, let me also get your opinion about spiritual leaders and how they come into showbiz, how they use us, both for the good and the bad.
You know, listening to that pastor, a song from Black Sheriff also came to my head. The song that says, of course, I fuck up. We never fuck up us in the air. He hasn't fucked up, but this is what I want to say. I think people are not looking at what the man is trying to bring out. He's trying to let his people know the power of words. That what you confess is what's going to come out. And there's a place in the Bible that says the people of the world are wiser. And he's trying to let them understand that Black Sheriffs have been able to put some things in place that's taking him to where he is. So if anyone is not happy with what the man of God has done, I think they should go and put their own church and start preaching their own messages. Yes, because if you look at it very well, I follow so many pastors, and I see what I realize is pastors, they preach according to their members. Like if you go to a certain church whereby it is a youth-based church, they want to use what they know that youths are attracted to pass their message to them. And looking at people in that video, these are youths in the church. It will be different from another pastor that is some old people that are there. The way he's going to pass his own message will be different. So him using Black Sheriff, they should forget about the artist and concentrate on the message he's passing across. And if they're bringing negativity out of it, then it is left to their own soul. So that's what I just want to say. And the pastor has done a very good job in a way that, okay, for example, I also go to church, and I know that it is during that sermon that we tend to fall asleep the most. Immediately pastors finish preaching, our eyes now open up. So now this pastor has probably seen that. Now it is true. How can he get the attention?
The preaching is coming, better his ear.
Yes, how can he get the attention of his members? He's killing. He's trying to kill. How they say that with one stone. So that's what he's trying to do. I think he's been wise, and to me, I think he's been wise here. He's been smart, and like I know, God will give you a message. He won't tell you how to put it. It is you that will not sit down and know how you want to deliver that message. And he has done it the way he thinks. You can't know him more than his member. First of all, he's talking to his member before he's talking to the public. So he's talking to his own members first. And he's in an environment where he's comfortable. So trust me, he's saying things the way he feels that his members can grab it easily. And if some people think they're having issues, the thing is, even when we are preaching the real gospel crowd, people are still complaining that this is from Satan. So how much more someone that is saying black sheriff, they'll say it's the head of Illuminati. Yeah, because the story concerning black sheriff about that, now he's saying, yes, I was arguing at home, like my sister, she was mentioning artists that are about that they've joined Illuminati, and I said, with what you just said, everybody I know that are singing that Illuminati. Because if you want to say everybody is bad, then you are going to miss out on the good ones. And that doesn't mean that we should judge this man based on this or based on what he has said. We should just concentrate on the message, and those are not comfortable with it, they can start their own church. Amen.
Beautiful. Now let's move on to another Christian-related showbiz stuff. And this one, I want to read a story and a certain video. Richie was to look for another video that information says the video has deleted. I don't know if he was able to chance on that video elsewhere. You got it? Okay, Richie says he got it. Okay, that's fine. So let me read the story. So we watch the videos that are accompanying this story as well. Am I reading from your screen, or I should read from my phone? Whichever way we go, we are good. So in this story, these are people who are not happy with how others are handling their belief. And this one, reading from Ghana Web, it says that mixed reactions as Asake given 24 hours to delete blasphemous video he shot in church. Once again, it's related, and I like it when the stories are related. There are mixed reactions as Asake given 24 hours to delete blasphemous video he shot in church. And it says, some netizens have asked Asake to take down the music video of his hit song Bandana, which was shot in a church. This follows massive protest from Muslims asking Davido to delete the video of his Chinese J-Lo track shot in front of a mosque. The newly released video Davido shared on social media has since sparked massive reactions among netizens after some people were captured dressed in Muslim regalia in front of a mosque. This did not go down well with many Muslims as they threatened to boycott the video's craft. And in some towns, they organized protests where a portrait of the singer was even burnt. And do you know what it means? If people organize protests and they burn your portrait, it means a lot. However, a video of a Christian calling on Asake to take down the video of his hit song Bandana shot in a church has also emerged. The young man questioned why Asake, who is a Muslim, was not condemned after shooting a music video inside a church, but Muslims chastised the video for shooting a music video in front of a mosque. As a result, several Christians are calling on the singer Asake to take down his Bandana video, citing it as equally blasphemous. While some Christians support the unidentified man's call, others have dispelled the narrative, which has been tagged violent. And I'm sure we can watch the man who was talking about Asake to delete the video. And I don't know if you guys have seen the Bandana video. You've not seen it. Okay, Richie will show us some photos as we go about it. This is a video Asake went into a church singing and dancing and doing his stuff. And in the video, people were dancing in front of a mosque, and they were wearing the Muslim clothes, traditional wear. And Muslims are saying, no, we don't condone this kind of your jokes. Delete the video. In fact, he has deleted the video. Now protesting start here. They started hitting the street and all. Let's listen to the gentleman first. Then later we come back to see the video that he has been forced to delete it even as we speak.
Good morning, everyone. You are disrespecting God to use that video, to shoot that video inside church. As a Muslim, why not go and shoot it inside your own what's it called? Why not go and shoot it inside your own church? Inside your mosque. You as a Muslim, you left your mosque and went and shoot video inside church. This is unacceptable. You need to go and delete that video. I'm giving you 24 hours. If you refuse to delete that video,
so after 24 hours, I want to speak like him. After 24 hours, if you don't delete the video. I don't know what he meant. Okay, Richie. So let's see the video whilst I run commentary. I know it will come with an audio, so let's see it whilst I run commentary about it. Okay, so this is the video. It says, "Allow me to introduce Logosolori with his new single Jello." Let's run it up one time. Let's take over the world. We lit, and oh wow, some reactions, some beautiful reaction on there. So this is it too. They also were seen doing this in front of a mosque. As a matter of fact, I don't know the message in the song, unfortunately. Logos Olori or whatever. Okay, I'm happy. Maybe Sam will help us. So this is it. This is a man, Davido's new artist, sitting on top of a mosque where they have placed the Ahuja, aka the megaphone. And some people who were seen praying, all of a sudden, they stopped it. They stopped praying and now they are dancing. And the video was giving warning that, my brother, we don't joke with our religion like that. Delete it. The video could not even wait. He's deleted. I'm not sure the song will even come out. Or if the song will come out, a new video, I'm sure, okay, that's what to mean. The song can come out, but a new video will come out. But the other guy who is one Asake to go and remove the video because he's also a Muslim and shot his music video in the church. Okay, so these are some of the... Oh, sorry, he's also... no, he says Asake is a Muslim.
Yeah, Muslim,
and,
okay.
And shot his music video in the church. And that they are also not happy that why are you like all these things? Why are you also a Muslim and you're also shooting music video in a church? At the point, he even said there was a dog in the church or whatever, something like that. There was a dog in the church.
Goat.
A goat. Okay, there was a goat in the church. So, hey, religion. Okay, Sam, so what can you tell us about these happenings?
See, Sammy, I have a lot to see, but I'll try and summarize it. See, what is happening right now, it is beyond the entertainment industry.
Okay.
This is what our political leaders, they've sown into the system that is affecting what is going on right now. You know, first, we have in Nigeria, we have this tribal war. Now, religion war. And for anyone that is following closely what is happening in the political system in Nigeria, there was an issue of the president and the vice president being a Muslim. And they said, no, they have to, either one is a Muslim or one is a Christian. So like there's been that religiosity complex, and that's what is playing out right now. And this is also to let people know that people that think that maybe Nigeria entertainment industry is perfect, no, this is an example of it. And why I'm not surprised at what is happening is because our political leaders, they've used this as a method for a very long time, and Nigerians have seen, even though we come together in some cases, but we still fight some battle between ourselves. And that is the battle of, if you go to an office or you see a position whereby a Muslim is the head, a Muslim is the assistant, then something is fishy. If there is
a Muslim head and a Muslim assistant,
something is fishy.
Something is wrong there.
If there is a
Christian head
and
a Christian
assistant, they need to balance it. And this is also a country whereby maybe after 8 years, an Igbo man has ruled, it needs to go to the Yoruba people. So like it's complex. And now saying that,
so at every point that they want to share.
They want, yeah.
So one is a Muslim, one is a Christian.
Yes.
Okay, so these are the goats. Oh, Asake, why do you take goats to church? We don't like that too. Asake, delete the video. We don't like that too. 24 hours if you don't delete the video.
So what I can say is, I think this video is too late. Let them leave this video to fly. The Asake video, yes.
But why did they not leave the video want to fly?
Because I want to be careful with my words, because I don't want to go against any religion party. But I believe the Muslims, this is to show how the Muslims they are so serious about their religion. Asake released his own before this one. Why did the Christians shout when they saw it the first time? They were enjoying it. So why is it that after Asake has finished making his money, he has won awards with, and I said he should bring it down? For me, I think it's too late. They should leave him and they should look forward to another one. Okay, if another artist should do the same thing, you cannot ask such artists to bring it down. But for what the Muslim people, what they're demanding from, I think it is in a way their own right, because they're trying to protect what they believe in.
Did you get a chance to listen to the full song?
I didn't listen to the full song, but I think what he was trying to portray, the way the guy is singing like the way the Muslim recites are. It's using that kind of tone in that voice. So I think he was trying to portray a message, but what got people angry is because people were praying and the next they were dancing to a Satan music, like they put it. That's what got them angry. But is it that maybe the guy is also a Muslim and he's trying to portray something? But what I'll just say is the Asake video that I think they should pull it down. If I'm Asake, I will not pull it down.
Hey.
Yes, because
that is disrespect to my religion.
It's not disrespect. Why?
No, why? If the video had not, I'm sure by now you know what would have happened.
The video
maybe just like they burnt his father's house. Or
the video just came out. I'm not sure it's up to a week.
Yeah, I get. But what I mean is, if the video had not deleted his video, I'm sure you know what would have happened.
But what I'm saying, what I'm trying to say is, this Bandela video is like it's up to like 2 years now, or more than 2 years.
Now we are awake. First we were sleeping. Now we are awake. We've seen that what you put out is not tasteful for us. Delete it, because your people have also forced us to delete yours.
Right, Sammy, I'm also a church boy. Let me make that clear. I'm a church boy, and I go to church every day. What I'm trying to say is, why now?
Because you've shown us Pepe.
No, why now? Why now? If the thing is, we Christians, you don't even know what we want. Because if you know what we want, you won't have to wait for another religion to show us the way. Why now? This video has been there for for years now. It is now you want him to bring it down. No. If I'm Asake, I'm sorry, I won't bring it down. If I do another one tomorrow and you don't like it and you tell me to bring it down, it's another different scenario. It's a different case. This video came out less than 24 hours and they're demanding it to calm down. It is understandable. It has not made the impact they wanted to make yet. But the video of Mandela has made so many impact. If Asake should go to any tour right now or any show, any concert, he's going to perform this bandana. It's one of his favorite or one of his hit songs to show you how impactful that song has been in his life and in his career. Is it now that he wants to go and shoot a new video or what? So I just feel like it is too late. Let this video slide for now, and we be on the lookout for the next one that anyone will do. And they say, okay, if anyone should do this, should do that, we are going to bring it down. But the Muslims, they've shown us the way. They made us understand that you can't talk with our religion. You can't talk with our God. And the Christians too, they've also made it clear that, okay, now we've woken up to our own beliefs too. You can't talk with us. But they should let this video slide and watch out for the next video that will come out. If the video that will come out is insulting their own belief, they can now talk. But for what Davido did, I'll commend him for what he has done, because that video is short. I know he has spent a lot of money. And now bringing it down shows that he's going to shoot another video because he's trying to promote a new artist.
So do you think that if he had not deleted it, like, it shouldn't have been good, eh?
Well,
if the video had disobeyed?
If he had disobeyed, it would have been like, there'll be chaos. If he had disobeyed, there'll be chaos. So that's why I said what he did is commendable. He shows he's not selfish. He has his people at heart. But with the bandana video, I think for me, it's too late.
Okay, Nana, continue from there. How do you also judge this case?
I see this whole thing to be like a tit for tat kind of conversation going on right now. Like he rightly said, the banana video have been there. So the moment you saw Muslims, rise against the release of a certain new video from Davido, he also wants to go and fight over a video that has been released in after a year or so. I mean, it doesn't work like that. For me, I think that I wish I have listened to the song to know what exactly
message
exactly is in there.
But it doesn't matter to the Muslims there. For them, it doesn't matter.
Well, the depiction alone.
Yes.
Okay. So the message could be right, but the fact that you did this,
they are not happy with it.
This is not the first time somebody is also shooting a music video with the mosque in it.
Depends on how. No, this one, see, they were praying in the mosque, and all of a sudden, right on their mat in front of the mosque, they started dancing.
The
To
reason
them,
why, the reason
to
why,
them, they don't do that.
the reason why I am,
even not all
the
of
reason
them.
why I am focusing on the message is that whether we like it or not, some of our people are intolerant, and it is something we shouldn't also encourage, because if you want to encourage things like this, then in the future nobody can live with. We can't even live with each other. There will be chaos every now and then, because you don't decide for me what is disrespect or insulting to me. I decide it myself. So if you don't tolerate the things I do, I will also not tolerate what you do. That is why I'm saying that I wish I understand every message in there and what they seek to achieve. Then we will know, okay, no, this is beyond, I mean, writing a song or something. This is disrespecting, and then we can all put in our opinions and views. But because I don't understand the message in the song, I will just limit my arguments with the guy's video, calling out Asake to go and delete the bandana video. I mean, I think we shouldn't encourage such a call.
Okay.
We should just leave it to slide. It is just because Davido's video have been called to be deleted or something like that. That is why he's also doing video to incite Christians or faith believers, I mean Christians, to also rise against a certain Asake who is also a Muslim. And I mean that's a very bad thing to start with.
Okay.
It is very, very bad, because in our community today we live with Muslims and Christians, and some of these things, this is how it starts. So from a very small beginning, before you realize it has escalated into something else that it will take us months or years to correct.
Yeah. The Boko Haram issue that is happening in Nigeria is something similar that happened. According to history, if I'm not wrong, something similar. The soldiers went to the north and they killed a certain man who is a Muslim, and that was what gave birth to Boko Haram. It was based on religion sentiment also. So, and now that the way things are going to in Nigeria, things are shaking. Like the former vice president just said, Nigeria is sitting on a gunpowder. Like things are shaky. Like any small thing, anything can happen. So this is not what they need. This is not what we need. This is not encouraging at all. At all. And we all know that Muslims are not as patient as the other religion. Not to mean that our Muslim brothers are not wonderful people. They are. But they don't toy with some things. When they see the things that we Christians will say like, oh, we will come out high, like the way we come out high for Asake taking the goats inside. If it was a Muslim, that saw that Asake did that in the mosque, they would have talked since. You understand what I'm trying to say? But what I'm just trying to say is, that's why I said I was commending the video for what he did, because what Nigeria is going through right now, we don't even need this discussion at all. We don't need it. So that's what I just have to say.
I think that wrapping up, Sammy, you see, we should, as people, understand some things. Somebody can shoot a film, and in the film, maybe he's trying to portray or send a message that, some pastors do certain illegal things to, run their church. It is a positive message. It is for you to watch and know that, okay, no, if somebody is doing this, then I have to be careful. If somebody is doing it comes to correct something. You understand? So if same way somebody also have a story or an experience with Muslims or the Islamic religion and wants to talk about it, we should look at what he is not saying right. If there is some truth or realities in whatever art form he wants to put the message, let's try to correct the wrongs in there, rather than saying because I'm a Muslim and you are saying that a certain malam to deceive somebody to do this, I will come and beat you. No, we can never grow as a society like that. If we want to live peacefully and very healthy. And you see, it is the those that are at the grassroots that does some of these things. So most learned Islamic people they, when they meet you, like the kind of teachings that they give you, you won't even you won't think like you should get into any violent act or go and beat somebody because the person that doesn't agree to your beliefs and all of that. They will make sure the messages and whatever impact they want to have on you is peaceful. That is one of the things Islamic stands for. Peace. So I think we should grow beyond some of these things. If the thing is not true and you want to talk about it, let's know the details of it and say, oh, child, this one there is not true. You are lying. You are trying to disgrace the religion, or you are trying to disrespect or insult them. Then we cannot put our voices together to correct it. But just taking it out of, oh, he's a Christian and he's saying, what if what he's saying is the truth, is the reality, it is happening? Should we allow it to happen because you're a Muslim? Even if it is wrong and it is affecting people negatively. If you're a Christian and you are doing something and it is wrong, and somebody has an experience and he puts it into writing, into a song, into film, and then he puts it out there where people can watch and take some lessons from it, you want us to just say what we are, because you're a Christian, we shouldn't tell that side of the story? No, we can't grow as a society like this. So people should understand the difference between correcting what is not true about them. Right as I'm sitting here, Nana Regan, if you come to tell me that, oh, Nana Regan has done something, I will look at what you are saying first. If it is not true about me, I will do damage. I will tell you this is not right. If I have to take legal actions, I will do that. Than to say, oh, you are from Labadi and you don't have to talk to me like that. I'm a Kumasi boy. Why are you talking to me? Then we have to fight. What is this?
I get this point. Yes.
Yeah.
Chamu.
Interesting. But the first one that I will make is that for these people calling for this, they are not doing it in any reasonable terms. No, it's about belief, and it goes beyond even the Islam leaders or Christian leaders.
Okay.
Because when I watched the video, one thing that came to my head was that mosque belongs to somebody, and we have like elderly scholarly Muslims in there who allowed this to go. They did it in a mosque that it is managed by scholars, Islam scholars. So I'm asking, why did they allow it if they think there's something wrong with it? I don't think they see it like that. But those who are calling for it will not care whether the scholars are happy with it or the scholars think, oh, this is nothing, you can do your thing. No, it goes beyond that. So for these people, don't look for any reason, because they were not looking for a reason to stop you. They just think that you don't have the right to do it. That's the issue end there. And there are some people who take advantage or manipulate the system when they see something like this. That's why I will also join my brother to say that, yeah, Davido did well, because you can't reason with them when they are calling for things like this. Just if you think you want peace, or if you think you want things to settle, just do what they say. Or sometimes you can ignore them and do your own thing and face the consequences. Sometimes that's what you have to do. So in this case, Davido was just like reasonable. I don't want any issue. Let me just delete it. But don't look for any reason, because you won't get any better reason apart from them feeling that you are desecrating or you are disrespecting their God or their beliefs. That's it. No matter your reason, don't disrespect their God or their whatever they believe in. That's what it is. The guy also calling for the Christian thing is the same thing. He has seen some form of loophole and trying to manipulate people to also incite them against Asake. That's what it is. Even the Muslims who are doing this, is the same thing. Someone felt bad or may not even like the video, and then will use their religious beliefs and things to incite others against you. It happens. I mean, most religious conflict that we know or we have heard of, this is how it starts. We have people who will not initiate anything, but if you initiate it, they will support you to fight, or they will support you to go ahead and do whatever. And that's what is happening. I mean, I am very sure some Muslim scholars or Muslim leaders there are not happy with what some people are doing. But that person can't do anything. Because the person has been able to garner enough people to call for demonstration. Others, if it takes time, he can even convince more people to even create more chaos and other stuff. So it's good that Davido has decided to end it by deleting the video, because you can't have any better reason for it. And again, with the religious guy thing, I mean the thing, the Christian thing, the thing has been there for some time now, at least 1 year. And now that the Muslims are calling for the deletion of a certain video, you are also calling for it because you think Asake is a Muslim, or Asake is also disrespecting Christian God or whoever. But you see, belief is belief, because when he was saying that, my thing was, are you in God's head to know that? That's the question I want to ask them anyway. Generally, these people always decide for God, but meanwhile they say they are fighting for God. I don't get it. The supreme being who can fight his fight, who does whatever is necessary. But meanwhile, when it comes to any issue at all, they are human beings who are doing the fight for God, who fight in the spiritual realm and all that. So I will commend Davido for his action, and the guy who is also demanding Asake, I think if he's indeed a Christian, he should do the needful.
Do you see him getting support?
Yes.
That guy who is.
Yes.
You see him getting support?
Yes. So it will not be about the religious reason that we are protecting people disrespecting God. It's about their own interest. Because God can fight his fight. I've told somebody before, are you the one going to fight for God? Let God fight his fight. If God thinks that what Asake did is disrespectful, God will take action. Why are you a human being now going to take action on behalf of God? Then the same thing applies to the Muslim. Why are you the ones trying to fight for God? Because there's a disrespect to God, not you. So for these people, they have their own reasons. So the guy, I am 100% sure that if he pushes hard, he will get people to follow, to convince that this is the right thing to do. That's how this world works. That's why, in fact, I'm now considering to even do the
So let me ask this final question to you. When Davido was warned to delete the video, even before he would delete it or not, we saw people protesting and all. If Asake does not delete it, what would the Christians do?
Say the same thing. If the guy,
they will do what? They also protest.
Yes, if the guy is strong enough in terms of convincing people, he will also get people protest, maybe destroy one or two things for the same thing to happen.
Christians will go and do that.
They all use the same. All religious people, including even traditionalists, they all use the same strategy. There will be a leader who can manipulate by using certain words and certain things for people, their followers, to believe in. For them, they don't have any reason to act. Just tell them to act, they will act. That's why somebody will go and in spiritual realm give a lotto number. You don't stake it. He will just give you one bag of cement and you walk for your punishment. I mean, and the person did it without even complaining. So for religious people, they follow. If you tell them, let's go and do this, they will do it after convincing them that we are doing this thing for God. So the guy, he can also get some people to misbehave if he wants. If he pushes it to the next level. Look at the way after doing everything. So that one too is God directing him to do. That's their way of doing things.
The people should be.
Should just
that was the warning.
Yeah.
I was expecting to say, if you don't do it,
But before you get convinced about some of these things, you should watch very carefully where the person is coming from. See, some of these things can happen when the person is not even a Christian.
Yes, they manipulate the system.
So it depends on what agenda people are trying to.
Even the Muslim guy, before you know who started it, he's not even a Muslim. Proper practicing Muslim. But he can says it.
Some people will take it up.
Yeah,
that's how they do their things.
Well, this is how we end today's edition of Showbiz Daily here on Sammy Flex TV. And let me ask my first timer, Sam. Sam, how is the experience like? And is this something you would want to do again? And send a message to your people that Sammy Flex is an open door policy guy. So stop attacking him unnecessarily. Else I'll give you to Nana Regan. Nana, you have one topic where you've not done. Yeah. When I come back, you do it.
Okay, so what I want to say is it's nice being here. Like the atmosphere is great.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
I didn't believe my eyes once I got here. Because I watch Sammy Flex like every day.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah, so and to my Nigerian people, it's all love. It's all love, you know. And like I said from the beginning, that's why I intentionally said what I said from the beginning, because I know that it's probably sit down well with them. They will see things now from a different perspective to see that okay, Sammy Flex is not against anybody, he's not against other country. He's just doing his job. Is, you know, at the end of the day, we are all here saying our own opinions. That doesn't mean our opinions is the final say. You have your own opinions also. So I'll tell my people to bunk me.
What's the meaning?
To calm down.
Bunk me, you guys bunk me.
Let us calm. It's not Igbo. I think it's not Igbo.
It's a slang.
It's not. I heard it from AY.
Yeah,
okay. So I'll just tell them to calm down and yeah, I would love to come back down there.
Yeah, man. I know, right?
I would love to come back, definitely. And I want to say thank you to Sammy Flex and the other crew for the love and
I know.
the
There's
opportunity.
an open door policy we operate here. So anytime.
You understand? We brothers. Yeah, we dey eat eba. We dey eat talia. We dey eat Nigerian jollof.
We dey eat their women.
We dey eat that one they know.
My people, I don't talk. My people that go ball. They know they eat our women. If you ask where they marry them, we they marry the Ghana women.
It's currency go come talking.
If you ask where they marry the Ghana women,
they eat their women.
Before they give me for the comment section, I don't talk.
They eat their women their food.
And they eat eba.
If you ask my people, if you ask where they marry them, so if you ask where they eat them.
I mean because you guys are plenty here, so that is fine. But we they eat woto. Guys, so that was just love. Once again, thanks to Sam for joining us. And like I said, from time to time, you guys will be seeing him here as we discuss some of the issues. In fact, show business is like that exchange of culture, and that's how beautiful it is. Nana Regan is Wendy Shay's road manager, and he is also a journalist as well. In Team Dodo Solomon, online solutions, in Tidosu digital solutions, Tidosu legal solutions. Anywhere, just contact him, he will sort you out. Hey, let me also do this quick announcement that September to remember, our Dubai tour is in the offing. Registration, publicity, everything has started, and we want you guys to be a part of it. If you want to go, just hit us on our number on the screen. Already some people have started calling, so it looks good. Let's see how many people we can register before time, and we do this. It is 1 week staycation in Dubai. Let's go there, have some fun, link up with people, learn new cultures, see new things, and come back and continue with the work of God. Let me also say thanks to Digital Rasta Currency, who is on camera, and to Richard Flex, editor, director of the show. Until then, stay safe till we meet again. We are out of here.